We are back with another video. Before we get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Cardi B has went on another rant. As we know, the coke rants keep coming. And with that being said, she has revealed that when she went back and forth with Nicki Minaj last year, unfortunately, she lost 3 deals in the process. And allegedly, those deals were worth up to $50 million. So she's in the hole for that. Let's take a listen to what Botch and Delusional has to say.
I be ignoring because I got shit going on. I got 4 kids. I'm 33. Like, the people that I'm working with, like, no lie, last year when I went off, I lost about 3 deals. I lost about 3 deals when I was bugging out and violating and giving bitches the fucking business. Because like I said, I would never let nobody think they me. If I let you fuck with me, it's because it's like, you know what? I'm trying to grow. But it's not because I'm ever scared of you. Still won't get touched. Stop playing with me. That I feel like, why am I gonna give or this person attention today? Why? But sometimes I kind of gotta give y'all attention because it's just like, don't ever. I want any of you to know you can never bully like me. I never been bullied my whole life. Because if I was to come for your dirty triple neck, you wouldn't be able to take it. Just think y'all got a mouth. I got a mouth too, and I got bitches to fuck you bitches up every day. Don't keep getting folded over and over and over and over and over again. I'm not like one of these rap bitches for real. It gets very active.
So in this clip, she acknowledges that, when Nicki Minaj said she wanted Cardi B to lose deals or that brands should not work with Cardi B, that did in fact happen briefly last year. She also says she's not like these other rap B words. That's another diss to Scratch Off. She basically calling Scratch Off a coochie again because she's saying she's not like these other rap bitches, which is a jab to Akbar, who she's been threatening. She says she got B words to beat up Akbar. If Akbar gets out of hand, she not like Scratch Off. Let me know how y'all feel about this. In my opinion, with Cardi B, I understand she lost deals, allegedly was worth up to $50 million. I think she deserved to lose more only because her behavior hasn't changed. You still ranting. I heard her talking about Akbar children and saying that she wished, Akbar would die and stuff like that. I feel like she hasn't really learned her lesson. So I think, she should continue to lose deals until she does, in my opinion. Now, I feel like all the female rappers, when they get upset, they do go below the belt. It's not just Cardi B. I think Cardi B, she is probably the worst out of all the female rappers, but all of them can get pretty nasty. I feel like Cardi B takes it further, and sometimes she unnecessarily causes drama for absolutely no reason. But let me know if you guys think that Cardi B should have lost deals for going back and forth with Nicki Minaj, and is that part of the reason why she was forced to tour to possibly recoup the money? Interesting. You lost deals, then you go on this tour, and then you still performing a 1-year-old album that's not really on the charts. That is interesting to me. Now, unfortunately, I am completely done with Tyla. I really thought that she was going to level up and be one of the future superstars in the game, but she has seemingly disappointed me time and time and time again. It has been unfortunately reported that one of the Nicki Minaj clones revealed she has recorded a new song with Tyla and it will be released soon. Now, here's my thing. I'm not upset with Tyla doing a collaboration with a Nicki clone because at the end of the day, Nicki Minaj did decline to hop on the Water remix, which, Tyla talked about. I think it was a year ago. She said she wanted Rihanna and Nicki on the remix and they both declined, whatever. My issue is that Tyla has a fucking album coming out July 24th. And instead of promoting your album, you're doing flop features. Okay? Instead of promoting your album, you're doing flop features. And the thing is, this feature is going to do absolutely nothing for your career. It's not going to be a timeless hit. And you might even sell less than Lizzo. And it's evident that you're not taking your career seriously. You done had back-to-back flop singles since Chanel. You just released Is It Love? That flopped. Didn't care for that song. And then, obviously, the Zara Larsson collaboration flopped as well. Even though I like that song. So, to be quite honest, I just feel like, Tyla and her colored skin seems to think that this is a game. No, I don't care about if she is signed to Devil Nation because I don't think Devil Nation can help her regardless. They couldn't even help Iris Star Normani or even TAshmiracleshow. They are not going to save your career. We gonna keep it 100% around this bitch. They're not gonna save your career. They couldn't even help TAshmiracleshow. They couldn't help Normani. They can't help Iris Star. They can't do nothing for a female pop star over there. All they give a fuck about is Megan Thee Stallion. And even Megan Thee Stallion musically hasn't popped. Okay? She hasn't had a hit single since when? Savage? Okay? I'm a star. What song was that? Because at the end of the day, they're not really helping Megan musically either. I feel like Tyla, she's just making terrible decisions after terrible decisions. And honestly, there's nothing I can do for her right now. It's like I'm off the Tyla train. I tried, I really did, but she just disappoints me every single time. Now, it looks like Rihanna is hiding her baby bump again. She was spotted out at the grocery store with Messy Lee. And she had on this jacket and it's been hot as fuck outside. Ain't no reason why you should be wearing a jacket in this weather. Take that jacket off. Let's see the baby bump. Because I don't care what nobody says. Even if the grocery store got AC, all stores got AC. Girl, it is hot as fuck outside. I know that the humidity has died down a little bit. But nobody needs to wear a jacket. It ain't cold outside. Okay? Take that jacket off and let's see that bump. Now, maybe, she still got the baby weight on her, but I feel like that's an excuse. Okay, I feel like that's an excuse. Take the jacket off. Let's see that baby bump. Now, Olandria and Scratch Off were spotted together in the club. Scratch Off did her own separate after party for Essence Festival. And she had Olandria by her side. Allegedly, Scratch Off wants Olandria to be in her music video. She got a few music videos dropping despite not getting a backing from the label. But like Normani and several other artists have done that have been signed to RCA The Colorist before, they've put their own money behind their music videos. So she trying to get Olandria to be in one of her music videos. Let me know how y'all feel about it. Here's my thing. I like Olandria. I like Scratch Off. Not shocked that they're hanging out. It makes sense to a certain degree. I think Olandria could possibly be a good influence on, Scratch Off, considering that Olandria, despite her being in a very public relationship and being on a dating show, she's very mature for her age and she doesn't really do the whole baby mama thing. And I think she can rub off on Scratch Off, especially when it comes to being a baby mama and, having so much codependency on 21 Below Average. I just don't think people will care that Olandria is in her music video. It might get maybe like 20,000 more views than it would usually get, but I don't think people care like that. And I also think with Scratch Off, I think she's going to need a major hit for people to care about her musically. When I'm saying a hit, I'm thinking a hit with a big A-list artist, not even like a solo song. I'm talking she's gonna need like Drake. She's gonna need like Beyonce. She's gonna need like Rihanna. That's the only thing that's saving her. Okay, if she collaborate with any of the other female rappers, it's not going to do anything because she's already done that. She's worked with Megan, Flo Milli, Cardi B. She's worked with all of the female rappers. Okay, so that's not going to save her. What's going to save her is if she worked with like Drake, Beyonce, Rihanna, and I think she can get another Drake collaboration. They already did one, but that flopped as well. Now, the show that she was discovered on, the Rap Game, I think that's what it was called. Maybe she can become a judge on that show again if it ever comes back on. I don't know if that show is, on or not, but maybe she can do that. Because I can't really see Scratch Off surviving being an artist in the next 5 to 10 years. And I also don't think her relationship with 21 Below Average is going to last. Okay. If you have to hide a man and, you had his baby and you can't really post him and, you briefly discussed a relationship, but not really. I feel like it's only going to go downward. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to have the wedding that Taylor's having. Okay, so, it's a sad situation, but I wouldn't mind Olandria and, Scratch Off doing a music video. I just don't think it's going to help her career or help the views. So, it's going to be interesting to see. Let me know how y'all feel about it. Now, 3 Dreads, a.k.a. Lil Wayne, will be receiving 50,000 lashes. Wayne apparently shows up 2 hours late to his concert in New Hampshire after he did not show up for his show in Maine completely. He didn't show up at all. Not only that, it seems as though 3 Dreads is going through a midlife crisis because he is marrying a 23-year-old girl who is younger than his first daughter. What's her name? Refrigerator? No. Regina's, I forgot, the daughter's name. But anyway, she's 27 and he married a 23-year-old. Wayne is 44 years of age. You have nothing in common with a 23-year-old and you need to stop. Okay? I don't know if Wayne's going through a midlife crisis. I don't know if he is delusional or he's on that stuff again. But it needs to stop. It's ridiculous. I'm tired of him complaining about not headlining certain events when he doesn't even show up to his own fucking concerts on his tour. And then you have no reason to be marrying a 23-year-old. There's none. Okay? Y'all can say, oh, well, she's grown. It's still predatory behavior. Okay? A 40-year-old something man should have nothing in common with somebody that's fresh out of college or high school. Okay? Like, let's not be ridiculous. And the thing is about Wayne, he has a history of doing this. The thing is, Wayne was engaged to somebody else a few years ago. And he should not be engaged to anybody considering that his career is in the toilet. He needs to focus on his career and stop complaining instead of hoeing around with somebody half his age. She only with you for the money. Let's be very clear. And you can't stay faithful. Didn't you cheat on all the other women that you've been in a relationship with, including your first wife, Toya? So to me, I think Wayne is going through something mentally, and I'm not going to waste my prayers on it. No, I'm not going to pray for Wayne. Wayne needs to get help and stop using women as distractions. That's what he needs to do. I'm tired of his delusionalness. And then on top of that, the music ain't hitting. Okay, you just released an album, what was it, last year, and it completely flopped. He don't need to be getting married. He needs to save his own career. Now, congratulations to Queen B. Morning Dew Donk is currently at number 10 on Apple Music USA. And then on top of that, Morning Dew Donk is at number 5 on the USA iTunes chart. So congratulations to Beyonce on that. Still don't really care for the song. I know, a lot of people like the song still. I don't know. I feel like I can tell that it came out or it was supposed to come out years ago. People are saying she re-recorded it. The vocals are different. It still sounds dated to me. I'm not crazy about it, in my opinion. But let me know how y'all feel about it, and if you guys are excited for Act 3 by Queen B. But unfortunately, Morning Dew Donk by Beyonce failed to debut on the Spotify Global chart. Now, it did debut on the US chart, but not the global chart, unfortunately, for Queen B. But let me know if you guys still think that it's a hit, okay? Because a lot of people are still saying that this song can debut in the top 20 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. Let me know how y'all feel about it. I got some very hot tea on Patreon on Taylor, Selena, Blake Lively, Champagne Thickums, and Camel Face on Patreon. Link will be in the description. Have a great day.